I'm Mathias. I'm the CEO of SYBO. We're mostly known for Subway Surfers, the most downloaded game in the world. And my relationship to the Sustainable Games Alliance has been a long-standing relationship with the founders, and that talks about what can we do with this industry? How can we make this a platform for good? I think the whole games industry is nice in the sense that it's mostly digital. That means we don't have warehouses, we don't have road transport. There's a lot of things that we don't have to deal with. At the same time, we still have emissions. There are still servers, there is still data, and there are still devices being played on. So I think tech waste and data transfers and servers are the three biggest contributors to pollution from our industry. I think it's fair to say that the games industry doesn't have as big a contribution to pollution as fashion or construction or agriculture. But at the same time, I think we have to acknowledge that billions of players around the world are spending time on a tech device, electronic device, with transfers of data happening on servers. And that means that there is still a lot of things we can improve. I think what we're proud of at SYBO is that we can pioneer a conversation. We can insist that it remains a topic. So even now when some companies are hurting, we can insist it's still on the agenda. We can insist that it's still being mentioned in conferences, in meetings, and through our game. I think as an opportunity, we need to standardize way more, and we need more transparency. So those are the two tools I think we need to support as much as we can in any aspect. To those that would ask, why games? Why you? Then I would say, why not? Because I think what I'm trying to do is to bring it to the CEO agenda. I would like more CEOs to have an opinion and to act and to put it into their games. For me, it doesn't matter if it's games or anywhere else. If I was in fashion, I would probably do the same just in fashion. But for games specifically, I see the strength in the reach. We can reach so many more people. And that means that we can not only encourage them to change behavior, we can also have their voices heard through the game. I think the Paris Agreement was a great ambition. I think it's fair to say that everyone is doing too little. So I think we need to do as much as we can to push it in the right direction. We need more standards. We need to know that what we're doing is right or wrong. We need to know the impact in terms of measures, what is too much and what is too little. And then I think transparency, because the more we can have this conversation, the more we can also ask the providers, the servers, the telecom companies, and all the others to help play their part in bringing down the emissions. And I know that there's a lot of good initiatives happening. It's just mentioning them, echoing them, amplifying them, and also making more of it so we can accelerate the development. I think you'll see in the player base that there's a growing demand for more content that wants something, that wants to do something, that wants to change something. So purpose is a huge driver for people to play or to continue playing. There are different parts of the value chain that are easier or harder to attack or to sort of solve for. I think if you look at the office and the green vibes or all the recycling and all the things we can do, unfortunately in this building we're not allowed to put solar panels. We had that on our old office. But that's where we can do within our own full control. Then we have computers that we have to use and servers we have to use. And the more transparency we can have with what is emitting or other options of choosing greener options, I think that can help change part of our house that we have harder to control or is further away from our own control sphere. And then you have the devices that the games are being played on. Can we make them more durable? Can we make them more efficient? Can we perhaps also include eco modes for those games that are very high on CPU, where you can optimize some of the things so it doesn't spend as much energy or as much battery. And then I think the whole reusability. Does everyone need a new phone every 6 months, or can we actually build phones that are either more modular or more? And I'm not an engineer in any way, so I don't know exactly what I'm proposing here. I just think in terms of durability and in terms of longevity of things, the tech waste is definitely also a thing that we have to deal with. I'm super happy that we're part of the Sustainable Games Alliance. I like the fact that there are people working dedicated to solving these things. And if we as a big player, and we're the smallest of the big ones or the biggest of the small ones, if we can help be a platform for good initiatives, then we're prouder when we go to bed at night.